Is stuff working? Hello, 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 hello. I hope stuff is working. Oh god. Hi everyone. If anybody is watching this, I don't know. My stuff is... I don't know why. YouTube is being YouTube-ish. And Twitch is being Twitchic. But stuff is going on. Hi! Oh my god, wait. I don't see chat now. Why do I not see chat? I know why. Hi everyone. Hello. Wait, let me change how chat works. Oh my god, there's so many people. Hi everyone. Should we just do a serious stream? Well, serious streams are just, you know, better, I guess. Not really. But hi everyone. So, oh boy, what is happening? You might be asking, what is going on? Why are we streaming at 17? That is a very weird time for me to stream. Why are we streaming without notifications beforehand? And why is it important? So there has been something going on in the background for a very long time by now, for standards online that are not that are very serious. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. And that have been now officially brought to light. And I want to talk about them. I want to watch a video with you guys about it. And I want to, tell a bit about what I have experienced very slightly, because my experiences have a lot of other people's experiences mixed with them. So yeah, this is a serious stream, so I would really prefer if you guys wouldn't talk about any other things, and just do what you're supposed to, and I don't know, what are you supposed to do? It'd be cool, I guess, but yeah. Good timing, got school, and I got banned from using gadgets. Oh god. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. This is like a really weird beginning. I want to have you guys be sure that... Wait, oh, it's already beginning for me, and I haven't even done. That this, what we're gonna do, has a lot of triggering content. I just want to make you guys aware of it. We're gonna see in a second a clip showing all of the trigger warnings. But nonetheless, I just wanted to warn you, if you're underage or if you're on the younger side overall, maybe don't watch this stream, even if it would be good to know just for the future. There are things that just, you know, you should maybe not know. Wait, let me change over. I didn't prepare this because I didn't know if it would actually happen today. But wait. There we go. Yeah, you all might be able to already read it. This entire stream, this video, is about someone called Minty. If you're a viewer of mine or overall in the GVTuber community, you might have heard that name. You might be questioning, why are we talking about a dead person? Well, we will find that out soon. I'm sorry if I'm in any way, by the way, nervous. I have been preparing to talk about stuff for a while, and I am not even the one that really was affected that much, but it's still a bit. All right. Now, there we go. Now you should be able to hear about stuff. I used to talk to him, I know, and that is why I want you guys to just be aware that stuff is happening. Who's Minty again? I forgot. Wait, before we start. Minty, wait, Blank, can I make you a mod for today? Because I think we just need maybe more people today. I'm really sorry for, like, asking. It's just that I know that people will... Sure, thank you. Add as moderator. Okay, I made you managing for now because we just need it. All right. I can be a mod if needed. That would be great. Twitch or YouTube? YouTube. I'm so sorry, everyone. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. How to begin this? Zachary wants powers. I only give powers to like very close friends of mine. I'm sorry. Why did I become mod on the streamer start? I don't know. It's okay. What happened? All right. We'll watch the video now, and I hope you'll find out as yeah, because things have been brewing in the background, as said, and it's just not good. It's shit. It's not how it's supposed to be. And yeah, so trigger warning, harassment and doxing, mentions of grooming and pedophilia, descriptions of suicide and violence, censored gore, and overall just really weird behavior in my opinion. And wait, let me get this. I want you guys to be aware that yes, I am part of this. Like I am not named except in screenshots, but I will talk about when I'm being talked about, and I will definitely also talk about my experiences from like watching everything without revealing stuff that is private. So yeah, let's begin. I gotta see if you guys can hear it.
Hello, I am CU, but during the time that Minty knew me, I went by KJ or
God.
KJ. So you'll mostly see that referred to during all of this. I am a 15-year-old artist and rigger from Denmark.
That is very quickly.
Model art for the 1.0, and I did.
Wait, but yeah. So to inform you all, this video was made by CU, so you might know him. You definitely know him if you're watching me. Very close friend of mine. Very, very amazing person. And you can see here, Minty was on his way to becoming a GVTuber, just like many other people. And wait, CU is KJ? Yes. And exactly, you might already see, yeah.
Also,
if you know the design, you know. If you know his design, you know. But wait, I hope it's not too quick for you guys, because I just realized the entire video is a little bit quick, and I can't. I can maybe...
Which I believe gives me a lot of credibility in terms of where this information comes from. This is not just my story, but the dozens of people who have interacted with him as well. I believe that he does not deserve a platform.
Where I agree very much.
Is a horrible person. I first met Minty when he reached out to me for a commission.
Yeah, okay. Hi, sorry to bother you, but my friend recommended to you if I wanted to get a VTuber model. Just want to know if your com's still open. So basically just being pretty much a normal person with calming people. Not really anything much weird, right?
He wanted me to make,
there we go, his character.
And I did. I got paid for it. Everything was good. I didn't really have any negative experiences with him. And the one thing to note from this interaction is that this was when he like got to know that I was Danish.
Yes.
Which is something that will come up a bit later on.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This interaction, he got a lot more active within the community and got invited to a lot of like more like closely knit like spaces within here. Where
to explain what is meant exactly. Closely knit space includes the SMP that I led, which I don't know if CEO goes into it. I do not remember, sadly. But it definitely wasn't on purpose from my side. Someone invited him to the SMP and overall to places that I was in, and kind of snaked his way in there. I do not blame the person, by the way, that invited him. I just want to say that real quickly for the chances that this person watches it later. Wait, let me. I'm so sorry. It's like really weird setup today. I wasn't. Yeah. And yeah, sorry. Also, I just want to say, because I saw already people being really shit, don't go harassing as shit as people are. As much as it happens, harassing won't bring anything except just a lot of shit. And also go support Fern. I'm gonna at the end link. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna link the video in the stream, just so that you guys can check it out yourself later. Or overall, wait, pin message. Can have it. So that you know what I'm actually even watching. This is uploaded on Fern's channel.
Where we creators like hang out a lot. And one of these spaces was also the SMP that a lot of us are a part of.
Yeah.
His overall demeanor and way he acted towards people made people really uncomfortable because
Oh yeah. Oh
really
yeah.
knew him that well outside of Fern, really. But yeah, like no one really knew him, so it was weird having a guy suddenly like act like you were the best of buds.
Yeah, all I knew back then was he's Canadian and he's a fan of GBTubers, especially Fern. That was it. And that is what a lot of people, I think, knew about him. And yeah, I think basically that.
And that ties into what I'm about to describe. He'd quite quickly gotten, I feel like obsessed is the wrong word to use, but he'd mention a lot of things regarding me being Danish and stuff.
Oh yeah.
The thing that he'd keep bringing up is the fact that him living in Canada, the place that like the area he lives in Canada, he'd when the ice freezes, he'd be able to like walk over to Denmark.
Yeah, exactly. Screenshot time. We're gonna have a lot of screenshots, and I'm very sorry for like pausing or not saying stuff, but I want to let you talk. So this is a message from a chat that I had access to at the time, and that I explicitly overall ignored, tried to ignore, just because it felt very odd what a lot was. I don't think it's mentioned anywhere in the video, but he made some jokes about me and other people that I was not comfortable with at the time. But what definitely like triggered a lot of things of the falling out in the beginning was this. The fun fact, I could technically walk to see his house in the winter. When the Arctic Ocean freezes, I can cross the maritime border from Canada to Denmark because I'm close enough to Greenland. Yui, another name that you will see, and another name or another person that is a friend of mine saying ayo. We've talked about it. They were also questioning and confused. And then his answer, yep. In fact, I could wave to him right now if I drive close enough to the beach, as the Danish territory is right over on the other side. Hi, KJ! And that by itself was just like, hey, kind of weird. Why are we making a video about him now? But, well, then it began.
My country, and that was kind of weird for me because I didn't know the guy. And no duh, that's kind of uncomfortable. And my key issue.
How is that a fun fact? A sad fact.
Him making the joke, of course.
A weird fact.
Weird, but that wasn't where the main issue lied. The main issue lied in the fact that he'd say it even when I wasn't around.
Yes. Yes. I was also there again. I was there. I was there a lot. You can't see it that well because I'm in front of it. Wait, let me actually move. Let me move because I think... Oh, wait. Because I don't think there is lots of stuff today that is on this side. We'll go over and read it like this. Wait. Oh, shit. Sorry, I messed it up. He wrote, yeah, kind of early-ish, and yes, this is a Demonica stream. But I'm in northeast Canada, so closest bit to Europe. Like, I'm literally next to Greenland, so it's almost like I can see Cajish across the other side of the bay. Yeah, I'm in the high Arctic. Pretty cool, eh? Greenland is technically Europe because it belongs to Denmark, right? And he was just overall very enthusiastic about CU. Like, to a level where he was mentioning KJ's CU pretty much in every person's stream.
When people confronted him about it, he would he'd say that it wasn't meant.
Oh yeah, wait. Okay, this is gonna be
Confronted him about.
Yeah. He was confronted, and there is, oh god. Yeah, in fact I could wave him. We already had that, and you can see that he already deleted his message that we saw earlier, which is a very common thing, I feel like. I call him out on it, saying that is kind of weird to say, man. Other people joined in saying not something to say to 15-year-olds.
He'd say that it wasn't meant.
Oh yeah, wait.
When people confronted him about it, he'd say that it wasn't meant as anything weird, which no one ever really said it was anything weird, in a sense. Like, no one ever said that it was anything sexual. And he'd use the excuse that it was meant as like a murder joke, that it was meant to be like a ha ha ha, I can come and kill you if I want.
Yes, you saw it in the screenshots right now that played on screen. I didn't want to take it out of KJ's mouth, but here he says, I know I didn't mean to make it sound wrong. That's the last thing I need to be associated with. Please don't a doxing joke that direction, or don't take a doxing joke that direction. Once it takes out of content, I'm finished. Either way, I didn't know it sounded that way. Sorry. Thanks, I really don't want to be associated with that stuff. This scared me. I do hope everyone replies to just go with joke, because I don't want to start getting banned over jokes taken out of context. So he was very deflecting. Very just saying, oh, it was just a joke, man. It was just a joke. And yeah, then saying, oh, I'm obviously sorry, blank. Not the blank in chat, just the person's name is blank, like blanked out. I'm sorry, purple color. Purple's also a person that I know. Fuck! Sorry. I didn't know it sounded that way either. It was more of a murder joke, which I obviously wouldn't do. I'm not either of those things, but it got taken that way. So saying first, oh, it was just, kind of saying, oh, I just meant to, cross over the water, nothing mean. It was just a joke, and then saying, oh, it was just a murder joke. So changing the idea behind why he made that quote-unquote joke. Say no name. It feels weird, yeah, but no name, right? Exactly, doxing jokes. Doxing can ruin lives, which we will come to later. Slight spoiler, doxing is involved in this story.
In a sense, like, no one ever said that it was anything sexual.
Exactly, we had this.
Ha ha ha, I can come and kill you if I want. Which was uncomfortable, and was one of the reasons why he got quickly booted out of the server.
Yes.
And that closely knit, like, group of people. So both the SMP and the server in question, he was fully booted out of. He had expressed that he understood, and that he was, I mean, of course sad about it, but he understood that and could accept the fact that we wouldn't allow him in because of his behavior. Yes,
this is a message that I had. I don't think you guys can read it, so I'll read it out to you. This was my entire message history with Minty up to that point. There is a message after that was made for his other big stunt. But basically the message is, hey Minty, we decided to take you out of the SMP. I hope you will respect our choice. This isn't due to you being inactive. We have full understanding for everyone's availability. We don't want to force people to stay after all. The choice was made due to your behavior towards multiple people. This part is a bit more personal now, so don't see that as a reason for you getting kicked. If it only would have been that, I wouldn't have kicked you. I don't kick people because I have issues with them. Just take this as a chance to reflect. The way you talked to me since you joined the SMP was unacceptable. You were harsh, even though I was busy and told you that a simple please would make things better. You kept demanding and sometimes commanding tone. It's not that important looking back at it, but yes, that is true, and I think I have screenshots of it. Even though you have been taken off the whitelist and it's a lot, I do hope that you will have a pleasant day. Saying, I'm sorry if I sounded rude. I understand. I do unfortunately have to leave. I had no idea that you had issues with the way I was talking to you. I had never tried to make anyone uncomfortable, and I'm very sorry you have come to this conclusion. Take care. And then me just thanking him, saying, I'm able to accept a punishment as I have been made aware I've been making others uncomfortable. Obviously, I didn't mean to, and I'm sorry for everyone who felt that way. It's okay to take away what seems to be an aggressor. Either way, thank you for letting me in the first place. I gladly appreciate it, and have a nice day now. So it seems like a very positive, like, break off, I would say, between us. And overall, the entire situation being, like, understanding that it maybe was for the best. But, yeah. And also, information. I'm thankful for your kind comments, guys. The kind comments should be going towards other people, though. I am literally only the person that kind of stayed there and watched as stuff happened and tried to compile stuff together with CU. And I just want to make sure that people know and read this or hear this video. So yeah.
The fact that we wouldn't allow him.
We have like 15 minutes left of the video. I'm sorry.
But
I'm so sorry.
Because
I won't pause much.
Later, we'd get a mysterious user joining the SMP, and a little thing the SMP is like, normal members can't create an invite,
Yes.
which means that you need to go through moderators, which the moderators consist of me and
me,
which both of us hadn't
given out any invites. Yeah,
any invites to that account.
The only invites that we had were always the ones that the members received when they were allowed to join the SMP. And I forgot to, I forgot to delete the old invites, sadly.
We later figured out that Minty was the one in possession of the account. He used the same invite link that he had received himself to get into the server. He used that and sent that to this person.
Yes.
Who is this person? This person is a self-proclaimed pedophile hunter.
Yes. Which sounds really insane.
Really insane.
Yes. Yes. The pedophile hunter. And yes, I'm saying it and not just some quirky other thing. I want to go straight to the point about this because this is like the big point where I can talk a lot, or at least a little bit about it. We got suddenly a person joining our server. One of our server members on the SMP, we have a Discord server for the SMP, told us, yo, there is a person in the Discord server that is not a member. Do you guys know who that is? And we went quickly to that person. I confronted him and was like, yo, Militant, I think is their name, that was shown. What the fuck are you doing here? And together with CU, we found out a lot. And it... I don't know. You'll see in a second, but just you guys are aware, hopefully. Nobody in the SMP is a pedophile. I want to make that sure that you guys know that. Nobody is a pedophile. I took that very seriously. I still am taking this very seriously. It's my responsibility for the Discord server, for the SMP, that everyone feels well. And yeah, let's see what Minty made out of the situation and how he's connected to this, except sending a link.
And you might be wondering why did Minty try to get a pedophile hunter into this server? What was going on that warranted that in his mind?
Exactly. What did it?
Learned from this pedophile hunter. Minty had tried spinning the story of
saying he said like, oh yeah, I also want to say the false accusation that I've been accused of are on another level. I don't know if I'm genuinely comfortable with saying them, but I honestly feel like I have to. And now it comes after I jokingly said that I could walk to the same kid's house. I basically got taken out of context and got called the pedophile when it's something I didn't even mean. We never call them a pedophile. You guys saw the screenshot / the video. We call him out on it, yes, but we never said he was a pedophile. And when it's something I didn't even mean, I know, and knowing damn well people joked about drinking that same minor's. Sorry, oh god, that was the worst time brought ever. Drinking the same minor's cum, I did not see how it sounded dirty. I swear to God, if I'll get hate for this, I'ma kill myself. Alright. I swear to God, if I'll get hate for this, I'ma kill myself. I didn't mean it any weird way, and they just called me a creep and doxer, which we didn't. We said it was a creepy behavior. It was literally the same person that joked about drinking that kids have come on Minecraft too. I still question who they exactly meant with that, by the way, because I just realized that could be me. Oh god. But yeah, let's go further.
A silly joke being darker than it is. The kid that Minty describes in these screenshots are me. Hi.
Mm-hmm.
And as the supposed victim, I'm not a victim of anything in this regard. I was the one that started those
yes.
jokes, and I like.
Yeah, we had
a specific.
We had a nausea potion that was called cum. That was it. That was literally it. If you might have watched certain member streams at the time, you might have even known, especially like Amberry, I think. And that is it. Yes, is it a bit childish? Yeah, sure. But is it, as the person starting the jokes, see you starting, I'm sorry, I know, I see the reactions. See you started those jokes, was clearly comfortable and never said exactly whose cum it was. It was just like, you know, a joke between friends. Not the most adult joke. Actually more adult, but in another way. And yeah. You can also see you.
Anyway, all in good.
Yeah. Exactly. He also answered to that, by the way. He answered to that video. Or to that screenshot and wrote, "Ain't no way that's real. Can you make me some?" So he was clearly in on the joke, clearly understood that it was just a joke. And yeah.
Good fun. And it was not inappropriate in any way that would warrant involvement from anyone of this caliber. And this person, this Maria.
I want to quickly say again, the joke was started by CU, was continued by me and other people. We never said whose cum it was. We never made it in any specific person. We just were having a teen or childish fun. And he joined in, which you can see how you want to, if it's disgusting, the joke, or not. But you can see it was clearly consensual, just joking stuff between friends, and him joining into this.
The event person agreed.
They agreed that it was just nothing.
Let us alone, left us alone. But I felt like I couldn't just sit here whilst knowing that Mincy had done something like this. So I had DM'd him very long DM, asking, and this is where we get into the really deep shit. Like, this is where it goes from
now we're actually getting into the video
to being a chronicle liar and mentally ill.
There's a lot of things that are now happening. I just want to make you guys aware. I'm gonna skip over some messages. Maybe you can read them yourself in the video, or pause if you want to. It's fully okay if you guys need breaks. I don't want to force anyone to watch this video. I mean, I pin the link if you want to. But yeah, so I was halfway there, I think. Like, sitting in a VC with you, or after at least. So yeah, CU started this all with, "Why the fuck are you spreading false pedo allegations?" after we got to know that he was indeed behind getting Milivand into the server. He pretended to know nothing, and said, "Oh, I just told some people on a server, you know, about the threats I received, but never anything really big." CEO called him out, showed proof of everything. I find it a bit, yeah, you sadly can't see the entire message always due to censor. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it is very clear even after everything. It will be clear. But yeah, calling out basically what I said, that no one called him a pedo ever, at least out of us. There were DMs that he received calling me a pedo, being these. We don't know who sent them. We don't know if he did it maybe himself. You will see that it's actually something he might do. And basically, the message that he received was like, "I heard you like kids, N-word, kill yourself, man, trying to visit Gacha Kids' house, Ori, N-word, I used to watch your videos." I don't know if I can say the last word, but fucking bitch, Canadian, I'm very sorry if that is a slur. I am very sorry if that is a slur. But basically someone harassing him, which not good, which I want to say again, do not harass him, even if he is awful person. Yeah, going into it, see you calling him out on many of his lies, and a lot of it was like left out for just time reasons, I think, and just also it isn't as important. But there is stuff that he just lied about, including his age, by the way, to other people. I think that is fine to say. But yeah, he was like told to maybe show his DM history with this person, Milivand, and you can see that he didn't show his entire history. How can you see that? Well, if you start a chat with someone, you have like a big open field out there, and you can see that this is missing, which already kind of talks about how he didn't show us everything, and overall it's very easily, yeah, you know, wait, he's 18, right? That's what I was told. He is now 18 as far as I'm aware. He is now 18. He wasn't at the time. He got banned from the GGA server and my server, because what the hell? Yes, good. He's apparently 19. Is he now? Is he 19 now? I don't remember. I just know. Yeah. Ricky, it's fine. Just no, say doesn't work. And overall, yeah. I'm a normal person. I don't know. It's fully okay. As said, yeah, it's understandable. A lot was held and just kept behind the scenes on purpose because we didn't want to take it public. Why it's public, we're gonna see if I can do it in time. I have slight time constraints. I might not always go into depth. But anyways, let's continue. Yeah, he basically just said, "Oh, I'm gonna explain it to Milivand, say to just, you know, stop the case," and just a lot more stuff. You guys can go in yourself. Showing his Wikipedia, his fandom Wikipedia, which shows a name. I can't pronounce that, but you will see this maybe? It is something that he uses in a lot of websites as a username. So just remember the Getsbrowski. I'm so sorry. And yeah, here he talks about doxing.
I looked to your reviews online and I found a YouTube wiki for you. Oh yeah, Minitubia, I think that's it, right? The part that I don't like is the fact that it literally just doxes my location, like it doxes the town that I live in. Not that anyone's gonna go there, but like...
Yeah, basically saying he was doxed by a person while we had proof that he doxed himself. So he put his own information out there on purpose and just lied about it. Also, thank you, Yui. Thank you very much for the live. And yeah, he only admitted that he lied about his age to avoid people calling him a pedo or groomer, even though again no one called him that. Yeah. Yeah. So we have proof, a lot of proof about him editing Wikipedia pages, making himself either giving out his information for them or trying to make himself a little bit more important in everything I can say, which isn't important, but just adds onto his chronic liar thing. He has edited a Wikipedia page to say that he worked on a song with another person, which we have credits and like you can search it up yourself, which he does not. He's not involved in any of this, and he has that a lot with Wikipedia and just fandom Wikipedia too. But yeah, he lied about just like loads of shit here. Delete this image, clearly showcasing your house around you on Twitter, because he also always had a lot of photos of IRL stuff, but apparently it's sold off Reddit. I don't know why, but apparently, yeah, he wanted to probably feel important or do it. Reading his Twitter was something I did to compile tweets when we first began talking about like stuff, and it was questionable. A lot of it was just weird behavior, but nothing bad. But yeah, you contacted a fucking pedo hunter for goodness sake. You were trying to put people down, which yeah. We know. You guys can read this by yourself if you want to. I will not read everything. But important thing that might not seem important right now is, no, look, you can hate me all you want, but that's not how the story went. No, it's not. Get therapy. Genuinely needed. Go back to the hospital. He was in the hospital the day before. And tell him you need help because you're mentally ill, which is, I agree with. He definitely needed help. And he then said, I wasn't trying to frame anyone. He literally reached out to me and said hi in my DMs. Going all about it. Oh, so now the threats are just jokes. I don't fucking get you, bro. I don't. Definitely a bit heated, which is totally understandable. But never was anything said about kill yourself. That is an important thing for me to kind of mention it. Because, yeah. Notice how he only cares about who's aware of what he did, not what he actually did. Exactly. He asked us, or asked you who knew. Like, wait, Fern doesn't know about this. They know a bit if they kept attention to the conversation me and Everett had. And there we come in with another player, Fern. They were a friend of Minty. You might know them as Fern the Inkling on YouTube. A very cool person that posted this video. And yeah, I think I should confess everything I did to learn to say goodbye on good terms, at least. Again, saying, oh yeah, basically, I'm owning up to it, which he clearly was deflecting earlier, and it's just similar behavior to as how he talked to me about the S&P thing. I really didn't want to get you involved. I'm genuinely sorry. I don't want an apology from you. Yeah.
About my confrontation, Minty would try to lie a lot to me. And
that is true. He lied a lot.
I called him out on said lies. I believe that is more than enough to warrant calling him a compulsive liar.
Definitely.
I gave him the chance to be honest, and he refused to take it. But also, there'll be more that will prove why I'm using the term compulsive liar and why I'm calling him a liar. Minty refused to be honest, and
yes,
it led me to realize that he didn't actually really care, and that he was only trying to say
exactly.
And that was like really heartbreaking for me. And it led to me deciding that I had to let more people know.
Exactly.
One of these people being Fern. And I did tell him that I would tell a few other people. And little did I know at the time that him seeing that I was being honest with him.
I want to quickly talk about it. I am very tolerant towards religious beliefs, but please keep it out of my chat right now, because I don't care if, quote unquote, the devil made him do it. He still did it. He still did it, which it feels like just deflecting his actions. And please just do not right now. I could talk long about this, but it's not the place and time for this to talk about this. And yes, I trust that blank knows what he does.
Like he used my honesty and my patience.
Yes, which he did a lot.
To Fan and tried to make Fan sympathetic towards him.
Yes, there's a long message, you can read it again. But he talked a lot and was trying to kind of get to know what Fern exactly knew and talk around the topic. Yeah.
A bit later, I alongside the owner of Desert.
That's me. Yes.
In regard to Minty's actions and.
Yes, which was a very long talk, which I won't talk anything about it because it's private, but that was when I realized that no matter what's happening with Minty in the future, that he definitely has already hurt a lot of people. That he's trying to hurt more people now, / the same people. And it's not good.
It was hard for everyone, but it Fern understood and was incredibly kind and sympathetic and
very much
supplied us with a lot of stuff. And this is like the start of the downfall, I'd say, because now the closest people to Minty knew, and it made him spiral, or he claimed that he was spiraling. He claimed that he was spiraling and couldn't handle it. And it led him to commit suicide, he claimed it was suicide.
Yes, he kind of could have committed suicide on, I don't know what day it was. The 4th of February, I think, or the 2nd of, no, the 4th of February, I think. He claimed to have committed suicide. He wrote a long message. You might have read it if you were already aware of him. And yeah, after trying to sort some stuff out with myself, I've accidentally ruined a couple of people's lives. I am only now aware of the damage I did and decided to best outcomes is when I end my life. I miss you all. This is a serious topic. It is a very serious thing, and I'm sorry. Even while having a lot of issues with him, a lot of people, no one wished him death, as I told you guys. And you can read the left message if you can. I don't know if you can, but with my streaming quality. But he claimed to have committed suicide, exactly. Now, why are we making this video again? You might ask yourself, because we have quite a lot of proof that Minty is not dead. That he, faked his suicide and has been active since then.
It led him to commit suicide, or...
By the way, I want to say he had wrote on his Twitter at the time that he was thrown out of a group of people. I don't remember the exact wording, so I won't talk about it, but he was very mad at people. And now suddenly saying, oh, I'm now only aware of what I caused, so I'm gonna kill myself. Very different behavior suddenly, especially for being so mad at what I can only describe me and see you and other people that were involved, which I won't name, and of course Fern. Which, yeah.
Or, well, he claimed it was suicide. Or he claimed to have committed suicide. Within his post, he admits
There we go, see it again.
abusing people and not being a great person.
Yes.
Um,
Which you
and
can hear in a
this
stream
is
of his
true.
abusing or being at least screaming at
from what
someone.
I've shown, but also what more there is to the story, because there is more.
Like
He
halfway
is not
done
a
now.
good person, and he, even though it was done to receive pity from people, is not a great person, and I believe he, to a degree, can understand and knows that he isn't a good person. His public appearance was odd.
Yes,
His
that very
community
odd.
would grieve a lot, understandably.
Yes, you might be in Minty server / were in Minty server, and you might know people that were, writing. That's really good. I like the concept. I'm sure Julius would have loved if he was still here. Like, hi, Minty, responding to something, talking about maybe writing a play, I think, about Minty's life. And yeah, at the time, I really wished I could have already told people what was going on. But we weren't. We were in the belief that he actually was dead for a while, so it just felt wrong. We were also going to talk to our SMP members because there were questions about them because not everyone knew about it, which we canceled when we heard of his supposed passing. And I guess this is now for the SMP members a little explanation for the people that didn't know in the SMP High. This was going on in the background, but I'm pretty sure most of you already knew a lot of this.
One particularly uses Slavic Disgacha, which claimed to be Minty's in real life.
Yes, Slavic Disgacha is another player in the story now.
To rile people up, as I call it. They kept posting about everything, and they would continue talking about Minty as if they were
a lot.
And an IRL friend. They'd send a picture of Minty.
Yes.
Slightly censored, but still a picture of Minty, which helped me tie together him and a bunch of his aliases.
A lot of aliases.
Look at his PlayStation account that he has linked on his profile.
Which I want to say, public info. Everybody could have looked at this.
That like whether or not that was active or not, and I realized that it sometimes it was active, and especially
time during when he was supposedly dead, the graph going up shows he was still actively playing and collecting achievement on his PlayStation. And you might now say, oh, it could have been like a family member playing. That's what we thought too, and why we didn't immediately go, okay, he's definitely alive. But you'll see.
Recently, in like the May-June months, it was like really active, and I found that strange. I pointed it out, and it made me like question whether or not like the whole suicide thing was fake. I'd already had my doubts, but it felt gross to claim it outright. But the next arc will confirm that Minty not only is alive, but that he hasn't changed, and that he is willing to and is trying to hurt the very same people that supported him. Around, I want to say mid-July.
Late June, start July was it?
Doxxing campaign had been started and targeted fan. Initially, we didn't know who was behind it fully, but later managed to get confirmation that it was in fact Minty.
As you can see, it's a bit hard to see because it says today, but that day was the 3rd of July. That invite, and you can see your favorite, a dead person has created an invite on a server, and Alex's Holiday, aka Slavic Disgacha, created an invite the same day, a bit later. So yeah,
not just from the fact that Minty's account, as well as Slavic's, I'll dive into this later, had been active. And had created invites that these accounts were coming from.
So, just to go over it again, friend of Minty, supposed friend of Minty, created an invite 30 minutes after Minty himself made an invite, which that Discord account, everyone, that person making an invite link on Discord, I don't think goes through that.
But also that the information in question that was being leaked was something that Fern claimed that only Minty, out of everyone, had access to.
Yes.
This harassment wasn't just in one server, it seeped into bigger servers, such as the Get Your Life 2 server.
Oh yeah.
Where I and Fern would get added into a ticket where we'd get shown a screenshot that Minty had faked of Fern
harassing him, yes. And yeah, here we have the fake screenshot where Fern, Emery as the name, supposedly is saying very wrong things, calling out KJ2. You don't fucking mean shit, you dirty R-words, autistic, fuck. It's your fault that KJ doesn't feel safe. You deserve to die. People like you should be killed, which is holy shit. By the way, never say these things out loud. That can be taken out of context. I will probably have issues maybe someday later if that happens. But yeah, yeah, you can see the next things. You can see the next things. Go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck about your intentions. Effing kill yourself. I'll kill you. Dirty. Yeah. And then going even against Jews, which, holy shit, if that would be real, am I right? Luckily, we have proof that it's not. I'll let you talk about it.
Harassing him. And how do we know that this screenshot is fake? Well...
Oh. Okay. Yeah. This is the entire... Like, this is the last bit of a screen recording of Fern's chat.
I sent a screen recording of their DMs with Minty, and it did not contain those messages. So that would mean that if we're entertaining the case that these are real, it would mean that Fern not only had to delete their side of the messages, but Minty would also have to delete his end of their messages.
Yes.
Because you can tell that like the top part is like cut off is supposedly from Minty, because it is about an apology. And message like the messages that Fern supposedly had sent are talking about don't apologize. And also another reason why you can tell that this is like clearly fake is that the actual messages that Fern has, like none of them contain any of what Minty has said, which would mean that Minty purposefully tried. But
we have never proof.
Being a lot more sorry than he actually was.
We have definitely never proof.
Even be able to exist, it would have had to happen very, very recently.
Yes.
Because Fern had a very particular profile picture on that screenshot, which would mean that this couldn't have been a screenshot from back then. This would have had to be screenshotted within July, because the specific profile picture that Fan has is from a post made this July and is about a movie that was released this summer. So it's kind of weird for a dead guy to be able to send you screenshots
from July on.
The screenshot is very easy to prove it's fake. Because it's in a browser version of Discord, the Discord browser phone version, where you can use inspect element, and you can in fact do that on Android phones, which
you could fake screenshots so easily with an Android phone.
Means that I think personally this has either been inspect elemented or it has been like this is an image that has just been artificially edited. Once we had proved this to the mod, we had given them context to this entire story, and the mod told us that Slavic had tried painting themselves as Minty's sister, which as you can tell, Slavic was never mentioned as anything other than a supposed college friend.
Yeah, he was talking a lot about being a college friend. I don't know where I have this from anymore. So take this with a grain of salt, but talking also about like a little bit how Minty was like in school, I think, or like
a friend,
like talking about them. You know,
it makes no sense to switch up a story unless you're trying to make your claim seem more real, which it clearly isn't. And Slavic will, or the account or the person running the Slavic account will continuously try to claim that they are in fact Minty's
Minty's
sisters, when, again,
sister.
all prior communications make it not seem like that is the case. And also
Yes.
the fact that this sister would have supposedly been his abusive sister, which I doubt he would allow said sister to be a part of his online presence. And yeah, also to touch on the sister being abusive part, Minty himself has admitted that this, like, if it is to be believed, at least that Minty himself had like destroyed something of her.
Yeah, damn sorry to hear that, must be pain. Things bro worst thing, blah blah blah. I can relate to that so much. My sister literally smashed my entire gaming setup. Now you have to revenge, bro. I'd be so pissed. I mean, I did, to be honest. Really? How? I got angry and I broke a gift from her boyfriend, but she smashed my TV in return. So yeah, you see, according to him, they do not have a good relationship. They are definitely not kind to each other, if that is a norm, which, again, there was a stream that he had where he was screaming at his family, I think even sister. So, and he even admitted it, I think, in a suicide note, that he wasn't good to his family, which already shows his relationship with his family isn't the best.
So she had destroyed something of his in return, which I would argue that if Minty is the instigator, if Minty is the one that started with the harmful stuff, that, like, his sister's slightly, like, it's more okay, it's more, like, reasonable, or not reasonable, but at least, like, this isn't a one-sided abuse thing, there's more sides to it. But that's not the important part here. The important part here is that Minty faked a screenshot. And it must have been Minty because it was from his account.
Yes.
Him doing this caused him to get banned, him and Slavic to get banned from the Actual Life 2 server, along with other similar servers,
Yes.
which I'm sure probably sucked a lot, because he was both him and Slavic were star creators, which is why I believe that.
For the people that don't know Gacha Life that well, what was right now shown was Slavic's OC being in the game Gacha Life 2, which means he was recognized from the Gacha Life crew and was put into the game.
Slavic were
Which means he wasn't just a small, like, little fly that didn't do anything.
Star creators, which is why I believe that they went so hard against trying to get Fern also removed. And after they got banned, they tried threatening Fern into leaving.
Wait, talking deleted user saying, listen up, Fern. We'll give you one real life name of Fern. We'll give you one chance to leave the Gacha Life 2 Discord, or we'll release your and Ray's name information. You have 48 hours, which is just clear a threat. It is just a clear threat. It's just clearly a threat. Also, mods that are modded on Twitch, can you please come for a second? Sorry, I cannot stop Twitch stream without stopping Thing stream. But yeah, I just wanna make sure that you know that it is not just Fern anymore that was supposed to be attacked, which already is disgusting, but also Ray, which I don't think is shown off here, but Slavic wrote in Minty's server that he was very thankful for certain people because they became closer and friends after Julius, or Minty's death. I'm sorry, I hear Julius so much, so I'm kind of used to that by now. And Ray was one of the names mentioned. Ray was one of the names mentioned as being a friend of Slavic's. So yeah, you might ask yourself, why would Minty or Slavic or whatever you want to call him dox a friend? Well, he has it done with Fern already, so why not also another person?
Were very like it felt like they were very panicky, and once this whole thing like was said and happened, Slavic's profile picture would change into
yes
a fake, very fake. I need that to be very clear. This is like an edited photo, but it would change into a beheading of Minty. Like
Yeah,
he was
this
sitting in the chair with
artistic
his
rendition.
head missing and being like very poorly edited blood on top. The reason why we know this is Minty is that the person in question is wearing Fans merch.
Yes.
Which only Minty had ever bought. How do we know that the screenshot is fake, you might ask? Outside of this just not being how a beheading looks, as someone that was forced to see a lot of gore as when I was younger, and then this isn't how it looks. It's like his version is a lot more bright red and gory, and like splashy, but also the fact that
Who's radiant? Never person on never person
his arm
on
he's
the
just
on
sitting
like
upright, and his
in the GVTuber community.
arm is just
Basically Fern's friend, yes.
floating, kind of like in mid-air, which is not how your brain would do it.
It's okay, Yui.
Right, like it's not how your body would look after being disconnected from your brain. So it's clearly edited. It's clearly fake.
Yeah. Here we go. Hey, look, I'm quitting Discord. You might as well now. But yes, the huge plot twist has been really revealed. I am Minty's sister. I lied about my backstory to fit the narrative of the fact and a good friend, but in reality, I was a horrible sibling. Yes, I took the pictures. I did it all. I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but yeah, I lied because I didn't want to explain. And now you might ask yourself, okay, what's up with that? Slavic claimed to be the person that took the photo of him, the decapitated photo, but like an actual photo is cleared from a webcam based off how it angled. Yeah, exactly. So even if you would be the real sister, why the fuck are you taking a photo of a corpse? I'm sorry, I just realized that my brain, I watched this video yesterday already. My brain did not put that together. Why the fuck would you do that? Okay, anyways.
But the fact that Minty would go this far to try and make it seem like he...
Why would Slavic work with Minty if she was a sister? Exactly, that's the question that we had ourselves.
He died is quite insane. And that's really where most of the story ends, as of now. In conclusion, Minty is a severely ill person who is willing to hide behind lies, and he's willing to lie and hurt people that cared about him. Minty isn't dead. He's active. He is as active as ever.
He is.
And he's continuing to hurt people, and he should not be trusted. Anyone that says that he's actually dead is lying to you.
Slash isn't aware that he isn't dead.
To Minty, or Julius, as I'm gonna call you, because you've made that very publicly clear. Julius, you are mentally ill, and I've told you to get help countless of times. I gave you the chance, and I'm telling
We all did.
giving you more chances. This video was uploaded because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. If you'd just come back without making any ruckus and just apologizing, people would have probably moved on. But the way that you've acted shows me that you haven't changed and you haven't grown. You've continuously lied, and you've tried to paint yourself as a victim, and you've tried to paint me as something I'm not, and you've tried to paint my friends as groomers and pedophiles when they're not, and you know that. You knew that all along. You need to leave the internet. He isn't safe to be around. He is mentally ill and needs help, and he knows that he does, but refuses to get help. But I'd be lying if I said that this hadn't impacted me incredibly much emotionally, and I don't think I'll ever be able to fully recover from all of this. But things will turn back to normal. I have better things to do.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for watching.
I can only say check out the video yourself again. Leave a comment, support Fern, support CU. I'm gonna go now back to my normal room, and we're gonna talk a bit more about this. Hi. All right. Okay. Yeah. Lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. Am I right? Am I right, everyone? This was it. This was a story, something that's been slowly been creeping and starting since around like 10 months, 11 months maybe now. I'm very sorry every time that Minty was mentioned in the past and that I might not have reacted nicely to him or about it. I just have been part of like trying to uncover a lot of this stuff. I knew a lot about him, more than I ever wanted to know about him, I gotta be honest. And in the end, you might have realized, like, recently I accidentally had a picture of him on the SMP and I reacted really weirdly. I knew this video was in the works. I knew this would come out soon, and I knew that no matter what, that now we try to keep it private. We have talked before about making a video about it all, but said like, okay, let's not do it. We're not attacking a dead guy, but we're also not attacking someone that, you know, hasn't taken it public. But by doxing Fern, by trying or like threatening to dox Ray, he has put this public. Again, this is like a condensed version of stuff. It is very detailed, in my opinion. It is very good. But I'm so sorry. I drank something in it. But yeah, he dug his own metaphorical grave. Yes, Minty. I want to say, because there were questions about like Slavic and aka Minty's sister. This is not confirmed. This is a suspicion of mine, and I think of a few other people, that Slavic is not Minty's sister, but that it is Minty himself. I want to make you guys aware, please, that, again, no harassing. And especially that people involved in this situation, CEO and Fern especially, deserve so much just kindness, in my opinion, because both of them had to deal with Minty so much directly, and had I'm sorry. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I could talk my own thoughts and opinions about this all. I could talk a long time. I don't think he even knew I was part of finding out about stuff about him, but I didn't think he knew anyways. But yeah, says general for your information, Slavic's channel went dark as soon as they got banned from the Gacha Life 2 server, so even if they aren't the same person, they were strongly implicated to help Minty dox people. Yes, definitely. So it doesn't even matter in the end if it's Minty or not. Slavic helped Minty. He is a person. He is a person. If he is a person that I that I've talked to personally before or not is out of, it doesn't matter. But Slavic and Minty have hurt people, and I want to say it before people leave. Last thing, he's trying to come back. I've gotten the info that he already tried to come back with another account. So I don't want to like make people panic and be like, who's who always. I just want you guys to be aware that people that are this mentally ill, this mentally online, or like chronically online, not mentally online, will not just stay away. They will come back, probably, and all you can do is report them, tell other people that this is the person, what they've done, and just block them. Tell people that are in a higher power maybe on you than you on Discord, be like, hey, this is this person, this did and that blah blah blah, you know? And yeah, that is everything we can really do. Feel free to sleep if you need it. Sleep is important. Exactly. Zach, go to sleep. You can watch the rest, which wouldn't be much. Yeah. Any questions from any person? Any question from any person? I might not be the best to answer some of these questions, but I want to make sure that there isn't any, like, confusion with people. Nope. Okay. Maybe Invonkness says no. Again, very... Is it true you're gay? I guess that was a question on everyone's mind, huh? I am indeed gay. I had no idea any of this happened, but oh my lord, I'm so sorry it did. I do feel sorry for everyone involved in the situation. There were lots of people that knew Minty and that he had talked to that he made uncomfortable. None of them should be like called out and said like, yo, is that you or something? I want to say also, don't come to people's stream and say like, yo, did you know that Minty is dead? Like, just maybe send them the video that I linked. I think I linked. I didn't link shit. I'm gonna link it in a second. But I have it pinned. And yeah, just send them the video. Boom, it's over. I think I have everything. Anything else? I can watch the video again. Exactly. Good. Watch the video again if you want to know like the details of every message, or just want to know for sure again. And I agree with Snowy. We love you, see you. We love you a lot. We love you, Fern, and every single person that had to deal with him in any small amount. I don't care how little you had to deal with him. You had to deal with him. And a lot of things still are like open, sadly, for a lot of people. Be who you are for your pride. It's nice to smile. As for me right now, I don't know if I have questions, and I'll probably have no question at all, but I might ask in your survey if that's fine with you, Jen. It is fine with me. Yeah, it's fine with me. Again, I'm pretty open about answering questions as much as I can, if it is to make sure that Minty, Julius, and Slavic aren't like getting in any position. Also, Vil is gonna debut. Please go to Vil. I can't sadly like go raid him like I can on Twitch. I just realized. But yeah, a lot of stuff is happening that you guys weren't aware about, and I think it's also a lesson to just stuff is happening in the background of streamers' lives, of like streamer people. You won't always know everything. A lot is not shown, and I want you guys to please respect that. But yeah. Okay. This is it. Just post the link. I'm gonna post the link, but before I'm gonna also go back to the video and put it in the description, because I forgot to do that, and that is not good, because we credit the people. And please, again, leave comments in Fern's/CU's video. Make sure to send them some love, to send them awesome. And Vil is... Wait, I can't actually raid Vil on stream, on Twitch. Guys, go over on Twitch if you have Twitch. We are gonna raid Vil now. We're gonna raid Vil now. Okay. And the others, I'm gonna send the link to. Where is his? Alright, I see people on Twitch. I see people on Twitch coming in. For the people. Wait. Cryblade. Also, if you don't know who Vil is, he's a cool person that is debuting today, a friend of mine. This should be his link, and I'm gonna now get you all over on Twitch. Let me do that. I'm so sorry. It's like I wasn't prepared to do it. Cry. You can hear yourself. Yeah, thank you again for coming, people. You're awesome. Goodbye. How do I do this again? There we go.